Make some fucking noise for all those acts before me, all the acts to come. Make some noise for yourself for coming out tonight. See, I love seeing all these different people around because me coming up, like, I was the oddball in school, so I hung with a bunch of different crews. So it made it kind of difficult for my teachers trying to figure out what I was racially. See, as y'all can tell, I'm Indian, but I'm not very Indian, like the corner store owners and the hotel owners. I'm just semi-Indian. So it kind of threw my teachers for a loop because they see me, I hung out with a lot of black kids, a lot of white kids, so they assumed I was mixed. So I tell them, I'm like, no, I'm Indian. They're like, no, you're mixed. So one teacher called me up to the front of class, and she called me out in front of the class. The whole fucking class just stopped class. Come here, Sunil. I was like, shit, I didn't even do nothing this time. So went up, she was like, what are you mixed with? I was like, I'm Indian, I'm not mixed with anything. She's like, you go home and you ask your parents what you're mixed with. So I was like, okay, let me try and break this shit down. See, I'm a kid, I'm in kindergarten, so I don't really know my colors too well. So I go talk to one of my friends. I was like, hey, you're mixed. What are you mixed with? He was like, I'm mixed with black and white. So I was like, okay. So I didn't know what those colors made. So I went home and talked to moms. I was like, Mom, what's up? She was like, what's up, Snell? What do you need? I was like, what colors do black and white make when you mix them together? And she was like, gray. So I said, okay, cool, I got it. So I go back into class the next day. Teacher's like, Sunil, like, what's up, teach? She's like, so what are you mixed with? I was like, black and gray make white. I'm brown. You fucked up. I'm not the one. I'm not the one. You got me mixed up. It doesn't match. It's not cohesive. It doesn't go together. So she got thrown for a loop. She didn't really know what I was. She still thought I was mixed. And see, what a lot of people don't know about me is Indians, we grow facial hair very quick. So y'all looking at me right now, I look just like this in the 6th grade without a long hair. So I had a full mustache and beard, and they didn't really know what was going on. So teacher, but I'm the same way I am now. Like, I crack jokes, I use a little bit of language. So a substitute teacher came in, he was like, come to the front of the class, young man. I was like, okay. He said, so what are you mixed with? It's like, I'm not mixed with anything. He's like, no, you're mixed with black. It's like, did you just tell me my fucking genealogy? In front of the whole, you told me I'm black? You came up with that. So you know me before I was born. Who's my real dad? Who's my real, mom's Indian, I know she's Indian. Who's my real dad then? But I had one fucking dumb white friend. Like, white people are very smart, but you always have the fucking dummy of the race that makes you, like, not give a shit about everybody else. So he was an undercover racist. I'm gonna put that out there. See, he didn't come to terms with his racism yet. I knew he was racist as shit because on the first day of class, when we were supposed to color stuff, they were like, take out your colored pencils, and his box was filled with all white colored pencils. So he couldn't color shit but faces. That's how I knew he was racist. And he thought I was white, which, he's dumb as fuck. I'm not white. Like, you can't not take showers and end up this color. You can't tan and get a beautiful tan like this. This shit is natural. This is 100% mom and dad made. So I looked at him like he was a fucking idiot. And he would continue to assume I was white. So he'd see me in class, like, what's up, my white friend? It's like, you dumb motherfucker. Don't you realize how stupid you look in front of all these people? So I was like, okay, I'll go along with it. So one day his mom came in. You remember he had a teacher, parent, student conference type things where they would come in at lunchtime. You get the special lunch and shit, like the lemon meringue pies, and the good shit in the cafeteria, like the stuff that they hold out the whole year. Well, it was one of those. So she came in, he was like, hey mom, this is Sunil, he's my white friend. And she looked at him like he was fucking dumb as hell. And I was like, don't look at us. We didn't make him this way. That was your doing. You raised him. He's just been around us. That's not our doing. That's you got some issues at home. I don't know how you mix colors and what color you paint your walls and mix to paint those walls, but your shit's fucked up. So I was like, okay, I'll go along with it. But what really changed my whole world and people realized that I was not mixed with anything was 9/11, okay? So 9/11 happened, we're all in the assembly, like having fun and shit. It's like a pep rally. They cut the music over the intercom. They're like, can we please have everybody report back to their classroom? Something has happened. They didn't tell us what happened. So as we're walking back to class, everybody's still my friend. They're like, what's up, Snell? What are you gonna do today? We gonna play basketball for class? Yo, I can't wait till we get a PE. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. You got some shorts I can wear because I forgot mine at home. And so I was like, okay, we're still good. So we get back in the classroom, and I was still safe because we saw everything that was going on. It was a very solemn time. Nobody was saying anything. So you see the towers planes crashed into it, everything's falling, going on. And then I was still safe, but then they panned to the perpetrators. So they flashed the culprits on the screen, and I was sitting in the back corner. So everybody, and this TV's about right there in that position, right there in that corner. So everybody looks at the TV. He's one of them. And I was like, no, that's the wrong Brown. That's a different Brown. That's a different Brown. See, I'm the good Brown. That's not the good one. And the white kid, you would have thought he fucking cured brain cancer that day. That motherfucker was like, you're not fucking white. I can't be friends with you. Fuck you, man. And I was like, I told you that shit from the beginning. You can't be mad at me. It's not like I lied about the shit. You chose to believe that I was white. So me still having the beard and everything, I get home that day, and my mom, she's very worried about me because as a kid, I had a very quick temper, so I get mad a lot. And she didn't want me to put myself in a situation where I might not come home the way I left that morning. So she was like, look, you need to shave all your facial hair right now. And I was like, why? She was like, because they don't like us anymore. I was like, Mom, it's not us they don't like them. See, they got us mixed up. We just got to prove that we aren't them and we'll be safe. And she was like, no, shave it now. You're going to go outside and die tomorrow. Shave it immediately. Get it off your face. I don't want it. I'll scrub it off. I'll get the cheese grater. You want me to get the cheese grater? You don't want the cheese grater. I was like, okay, Mom, I'll take care of it. But see, taught me a very valuable lesson that day because prior to that situation, my genealogy equations were kind of fucked up. But that day, everything became clear. All right, I'm going to hit y'all with some genealogy math. I know y'all out of class right now if y'all ECU students. I'm going to take y'all back to class real quick. But, so, here we go. Facial hair plus short hair plus brown equals terrorist. All right? Stick with me now. Stick with me. I got you. I got y'all to come back. Okay? Facial hair plus long hair plus brown equals Jesus. Okay? So, you see, from that point in time, I have the long flowing hair now, and I have become known as Jesus. And see, I feel safe because I go out and I don't worry about anything anymore because people say, oh, Jesus, hey. And it's safe. Like, I'm not viewed as a terrorist. I get to enjoy myself. Like, I can go out and do stupid shit, and I'm like, it's just Jesus. He's always playing around. God, he's always not. Can't take him seriously. But see, one thing, when I was out in public, I didn't really realize how much people thought I looked like Jesus until I was at Virginia Beach one time. So I was out there playing volleyball. I never really knew I liked volleyball, but I kind of got into it. And I'm standing there, I make a save, and I notice there's a bunch of people right there looking at me. Then one dude picks up his camera, and you know how you can tell people are focusing on you and not some shit behind you? I knew he was focusing on me. So I was like, all right, let me go see what's up with this guy. So I walk over there, I was like, what's up, man? He was like, oh, nothing. I was like, what you taking a picture of? He was like, I just wanted to capture Jesus playing volleyball. So I just had to do that. So I was like, okay, that's cool. Because see, I was a little bit worried because I actually went to the beach with my ex and I had to borrow one of her headbands to hold back my hair. And it was a pink headband. And people fuck around on YouTube too much for my taste. So I don't want to be labeled as dumb fucking brown guy with pink headband running around the beach like a maniac. But I feel safe now from the general public, but I don't feel safe from older women. Older women approach me like I'm really Jesus. And it's, you think it sounds nice, but it's not. You have felt so uncomfortable. I never had an old lady undress me with her eyes until this point in time. She was there, she came in. I work at the movie theater, so I was tearing tickets. I was on Ticket Drop that day. I was like, hey, how you doing? She said, Jesus. I was like, shit. I was like, yeah, I get that a lot. She's like, no, I'm serious. You really look like Jesus. Ooh, let me look at you. So I was like, okay. And then she was like, you can't be looking like Jesus. I was like, why is that? She said, I'm a saved woman and you're going to make me woo. I was like, oh, okay. But see, I didn't think anything could really top that. Then finally it happened. I went to a concert with my sister recently, and it was out in Raleigh. And I'm a social guy because, see, since I got over that whole terrorism aura, I talk to people. I'm very social. If I see you, I make eye contact. Hey, how you doing? Keep on walking. I don't just look away and act like I didn't see you because that's real terrorist shit. That's what they do because they feel like you're trying to figure out what they're doing. So I said this lady, she was a female janitor. She was outside the men's restroom. She was like, so I saw her say, hey, how you doing tonight? She said, ooh, Jesus. I said, said, yeah, that's a running nickname among my friends now. And she was like, you know, Jesus put his hands on quite a few women. You ever put your hands on some women? I was like, I do it every once in a while. I do a little bit of holy work with my hands, you know. I do a little bit of holy work. She was like, ooh, Mary Magdalene, he got her, you know, he got her. I could be your Mary. I was like, I think I'm gonna go to the bathroom. She's like, but you remember, you could come back and put your sexy hands on me. Jesus, you could do that. Make sure. So I go into the bathroom, and I'm hoping that my sister will be finished in the bathroom by the time I'm done. Because see, I don't know what goes on in women's bathroom, but I really think that's like where NBA commercials take place, because some amazing shit must be happening in there, because they in there for way too long. So I come back out, and she's like, "Whoo, Jesus, you gonna come put your hands on me now?" And I was like, see, what happened, I'm kind of in that mode right now. See, they just put the cross on my back, so I'm carrying it. I got one hand on the cross, and I gotta hold on to this, because if I drop it, they're gonna beat my ass. So, shit, they got that hand nailed. And she's like, well, you still got the other hand free. I was like, you know what? I think fuck it, they got the other hand too. I'll touch you with my feet. Come here. I'll touch you with my feet real quick. Thanks, y'all. My name's Sunil. Y'all have been great. Have a good night.